just me, just Jar. I'm here in my fucking prison cell in Thailand again. But I'm with my boy Z. He's from Mani. He grew up in Mani. He's out here training Muay Thai. He's got a fight coming up in a few weeks. So yeah, he's just gonna tell us a little bit about his lifestyle and what we're like growing up in Mani, bro. So yeah, from the beginning, bro, like just introduce yourself, innit?
Yeah, man. I grew up in Mani, the area of Whitefield, Prestwich area. Got into fighting when I was about 14, 15 years old, I'd say. The reason I got into fighting is because at the time where I was living, it was a heavily white area, so there's a lot of racism going on. So me coming from a Pakistani background and being Muslim, it was hard, like trying to deal with that. Do you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, bro.
So even when I had my own friends and stuff, like they'd still pick like the other white friends over me.
Yeah.
If you get there. So it's like I was getting a bit sick of the bullying and stuff. So I thought I need to do something about it.
So what was that like? Yeah? So say you had a good friendship with one of these guys, like one of the white lads you were growing up with, and then boom, another guy started on you and you just sided with him. What did that make you feel like?
Bro, it's almost like heartbreaking, bro. I'll give you a scenario, bro. Yeah, we finished school, I've come out of school, some white guy started on me, bro. My own white mates turned around and started joining in, helping it. Do you know what I'm saying, bro? Like, at that point, I was like, yo, there needs to be a change, right? Yeah. So I thought I need to go to the gym. My first initial thing was I wanted to start boxing. Yeah. But I couldn't find no boxing gyms around, and then I found this Muay Thai gym near my house.
Yeah. What was the gym called?
Phoenix Muay Thai. It's
Phoenix,
called. Phoenix Muay Thai in Whitefield. Like top trainer, man, very good trainer. Trained with him like good at 10, 11 years.
Was the gym environment, so obviously the school environment, like you said, you know, you're having fights with these kids, you're being racist and that, you're not enjoying that kind of like that outside of the gym life. So when you went into the gym, was there no racism? Was everybody cool?
This is what I loved about the gym, bro. When you go in, everybody's equal. No matter if you're a girl, you're a guy, what your background is, everybody was treated equally. Yeah. Do you know what I'm saying? And as a kid, bro, I never had that. Yeah.
So as well, when you went to the gym, how for the first day when you walked in, did you feel intimidated? Like, were you confident? Like, obviously, guys in the bags, the pads, like, or did you just feel like right at home? Like, how did it feel that first day walking in?
I'm not gonna lie, I was nervous when I walked in. You like when you get that feeling in your stomach, it's like I don't know if I want to do this. But then after a day or two, it's like I can't leave this place. It's like my new home. Like, and then from there on, bro, I was there almost every day.
Every day, bro, just training hard.
Training hard, and then within the first 6 months, I'd already stepped into the ring.
No way. So you've been training hard for 6 months. So you were training? Did you say Muay Thai for 6 months?
Yeah, just Muay Thai straight.
So that gym was a full Muay Thai gym when you walked in.
Full Muay Thai gym.
So after 6 months, you had your first fight. What was that like, man?
Yeah, that was an experience, bro. At the time, because I was only 16, 15, I had to wear protection. I had to wear shin protection. Yeah. But unfortunately, I lost that fight, bro, because I had no experience and I didn't know the rules, and I ended up elbowing the guy.
No way. No way.
So that was.
Did it go all the way though? To like?
Yeah, to decision.
So how many rounds?
It was 5 rounds.
So you had 5 rounds and you lasted all 5.
Yeah.
Oh, so you did well in it.
Yeah, man.
Yeah, you lost it. Look, you got points deducted for elbowing and shit.
Yeah.
So, but why do they teach us elbows in Muay Thai?
That's the thing in it, bro. I think it's only when you get over 80. Well, now I know.
So all them elbows I've been learning. What the fuck, bro?
It's only when it's at pro level, innit?
Alright, so you've had your first fight after 6 months, so what's going on outside of the ring now? Is everything good? Like, is life, as you know, like say like now you've been doing Muay Thai and stuff, are the bullies still on your case, or like they're like, nah, my man's doing Muay Thai? Because you know, kids get gassed up in it, like, do you know what I mean? Like,
no, bro, like it didn't change at all, bro. Like, from there on, people thought, you know, this guy thinks he's bad in it, he thinks he's fighting now, whatever, but obviously it changed because then when, as I've left school and then got into college, people would start with me, but I knew how to defend myself, right? So it was a lot different. I never went out there, but I never caused problems with anyone. I would never go out there and try to start a fight with anyone. It was all for self-defense.
Would you say that obviously, so you was 15, you said 15, 16 when you first fight or whatever. You've come out of there, so what was the rest of school like? So did you finish school? Did you finish your school education?
I finished my education, bro.
Did you? Well done, man.
I got all my qualifications, but I got like 11 GCSEs. I done well.
I
done well in school, bro.
What did you learn? What did you get? B's, what?
Nah, it was mostly B's, bro.
What did you do? What was it?
English, maths, science, and sociology, all that stuff, bro.
You're a smart guy, yeah. Wait till you get too many kicks to the head, bro.
Yeah, I know, bro. Good thing I got it early, isn't it?
Yeah, so boom, you're in school and that, so like college and all that, how did that go, like them days?
College, obviously the racism and stuff kind of like, as I went into college, bro, it kind of died down, right? Yeah. Because you realise as you go into college and university, it's a lot more diverse, right?
Yeah.
And people obviously mature naturally and realise like everybody's different, right?
Yeah.
It was more of like other things influencing, like obviously girls drinking drugs, all those things in the background, right? That start affecting your education.
Right. Yeah.
And obviously, I was naturally a good, smart kid, right?
Yeah.
But it started affecting my studies.
Yeah.
I ended up dropping out of college.
No.
And then I ended up going into finding an apprenticeship.
Yeah.
And then I ended up going to university as well.
Yeah.
And then my life kind of started like spiraling out of control out of my own sake because I got involved with bad things that I shouldn't have done.
Right, so basically you've gone to college and you've got involved with the wrong kind of crowds and that.
Yeah.
The drinking and the partying, having a good, enjoying yourself.
Yeah, as people would say, enjoying themselves, right?
Yeah, I get it, bro. What was was you still fighting at this point, or?
Yeah, I was still training all the time. I was still fighting. Obviously that was the first fight I had when I was a kid. That was the only fight I lost. From there on, I'd never lost a fight, and because I'd had multiple fights after that, so I'd never lost.
All Muay Thai in it, yeah.
All Muay Thai, yeah.
Wow, bro. So you're doing pretty good, like in the fighting sort of thing.
Yeah.
So what was I gonna say to you, bro? So how about like what was home life? What was going on at home? Was everything good at home, or what? Because like sometimes when people go on a little downhill spiral and that, was you just off your own back, or?
So I'll tell you about how obviously, bro, I come from a good family, right?
Yeah.
I got my mum and dad, but I always looked up to my two older brothers. I'm the youngest in my family. I've got an older sister. I've got my oldest sister and two older brothers. But my oldest brother lived in America. My other brother moved away, and my oldest sister lived in York, right?
Yeah.
And then my dad was also he owns restaurants and takeaways, but he lived in Wales, right? I'd only come back like once every 2 weeks.
Yeah.
So to me, I think it kind of affected me because I didn't really have a male like role model to look up to.
Yeah.
So I
no
thought,
guidance,
kind of thing, yeah.
Yeah.
And I thought I could just do whatever I want, and no one can tell me otherwise, right?
Yeah.
And from there, I feel like my family were always good to me, regardless. If I ever needed anything, bro, they'd help me out. But to me, I feel like if I had a male role model to look out for me, I wouldn't have done the things I would have done.
Yeah, someone to put you back in check. So didn't your older brothers try to put you back in check, or was they on a...
I feel like because they weren't around, bro, I didn't value what they said.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I didn't value what my dad said.
Yeah.
I didn't value what my brother said. Which is wrong, but when you're a kid, it's
when
different.
You're a kid, you're not listening to nothing.
Yeah. I don't want someone to come on and say, why are you doing that? You shouldn't be doing that. Why are you going to tell me what to do? I only see you once every so often.
Yeah, it's true.
When you go, I'm going to go do it again.
Yeah.
So that's it.
Yeah. No one's grabbing you and giving you like no fucking licks or like fucking
Because you got to remember, I'm the youngest boy as well, bro. So it's like I kind of like wrapped in wrapped in a cloth in it. Like my mum was more worried than anything, so she would never like. She wouldn't shout, bro. She'd just get upset.
Bro. Sad though, realistic.
Yeah, of course. When I look back, bro, I hate myself for it.
Yeah. But that's why you try to better yourself now, innit, and become that better person, and obviously make your mum and family proud in it, bro.
Yeah, of course.
You get me, bro? Like.
Of course, bro. There was like a final straw in my life, bro, when I was like coming back from university, and I was out partying and stuff, and I ended up getting into a serious car crash.
Yeah.
Yeah, I had a BMW at the time. I was obviously just bought it, and I was about 19, 20 years old, about 4 years ago, I'd say. And I was driving down the road, bro, driving at like 90 miles an hour, and a woman's drove out for a red light, and I was either up, I'm going to hit this woman in the road, like there was a woman in the middle of the road, and this woman's running a red light, so I've swerved and she's hit me. I've gone through a brick wall, I've gone through a fence, I've gone through a lamppost which was upside down, and I was just like, I've climbed out the car, and I was like, I'm still alive. And then from there on out, bro, it's like...
So, let me slow down. So you drove, you fucking swerved this woman in the road, you licked a lamppost, did you say?
Yeah.
The car's flipped on its roof, airbags, everything deployed, and you just got out, crawled out, kind of thing.
Yeah, I climbed out of the window.
And you stood up, and you was not even dizzy, or you was like spit, like wow, bro.
I'd only had a burn on my arm, bro.
So that means you're blessed and you're here for you've got a purpose, bro.
Yeah.
You get me? Like you must have a purpose, otherwise you'd be dead. Because there's many people that's happened and they're dead. But what was you feeling like after? What did you do? You got out of the car.
I got out of the car. I was just looking around because what I remember is because I've hit this lamppost and there's a BT box behind it. I've just looked up and all the lights have gone off in the middle of the road. And it's in the main road, and I've just looked around and it's like. I was looking around trying to look for cuts and stuff.
Yeah, to see
like pulling my shirt up and stuff, like what's going on, like what have I done? And I could just hear it.
And like you said, you might have been a little bit drunk on that occasion, yeah. Would you say that did that make you realise like fucking hell, like what am I doing or like that? Or?
Yeah, at the time, bro, it was just I was in shock, right?
Yeah.
Then the next day I woke up, yeah, and I'm looking at my BM keys and I'm looking out the window and I thought, yo, I've not got my car anymore. Yeah, and I'm just thinking, bro, I could have died last night. And I was like, this needs to change right now, but that crash like mentally affected me badly, bro.
Yeah. Like what you saying about how?
It put me into major depression, bro. Like I was just like, I was overthinking stuff. I started sometimes when I was when I go out with my friends, like, they'd ask me to come out and sit in the car, bro. It's like I don't want to sit in my car. I don't want to sit in anyone's car. Like I'd start twitching and stuff, like weird stuff.
Like anxiety and shit like
that.
Yeah,
That best way to put it, bro. I got very bad anxiety.
Because of the crash, or just like?
Yeah, because of the crash, and then obviously other things alongside of it. And then I seen a psychologist and stuff like that, and I thought this is.
You say psychologist ain't gonna help you, bro. I'll help you more than that. You know, I swear down, bro. Do you know venting, bro? Like just speaking about shit getting off your chest, bro. Like this year, like all this stuff's on your chest, bro. You know, when you get it off. Watch, but you walk out the door, but you're gonna feel light, bro. Yeah. That's from my experience, bro. Like, I talk about everything, everybody knows everything about me, like, but it's just that's my fucking psychology, but whatever the fuck you wanna call it.
It's a lot of shit,
swearing as well. Sorry about that.
Yeah, my bad.
But yeah, so you seen the psychologist, that didn't work for you. I don't believe they work yet. Yeah. But yeah, so then what?
From there on, I was like, that kind of brought all my family together. Yeah. So my brother would come from America. My other brother would come from at the time he was working in China. I think I was working in Shanghai somewhere. Yeah. I can't remember. He come. My uncle, my cousins, everyone has come to see me. Yeah. And they thought, whoa, what are you getting up to? Yeah. Because this is not how you behave. Isn't it? Yeah. Like there's something bad that you're doing behind the scenes that we don't know about.
Bro, at least you had a caring family.
This is what I'm always grateful for. Bro.
Yeah. Come on, man. And so yeah, go on, continue, bro. I keep interrupting you, man. Sorry.
No, you're cool. That was it, really. Like it was just.
They come together, and then what did you get back on track?
It took me a good 2 years, bro. It took me a good 1 or 2 years.
Yeah, nothing happens overnight, innit?
Yeah, nothing happens overnight. And then another thing happened is that my dad got sick. Wow. So my dad ended up getting ill, right? So I remember me telling you that obviously my dad has these takeaways in restaurants in Wales, right? Yeah. Obviously there was no one to run him, so I had to take that responsibility, bro. Yeah. And for me that's a big thing, bro, because I'm the youngest brother. None of my family at home, right? Like I said, I come from a good family, bro, but it's still a big responsibility. I've not got no training in that whatsoever. I've never stepped into a takeaway in my life. Yeah. So I had to go up to Wales and go live there for like 2 years, and I had to take that responsibility. But then that come with more problems because I was working till 3-4 in the morning. Yeah. I felt like I had no life. Yeah. I got no friends. Yeah. And I started feeling bad for myself and stuff, so I started overeating. I put on like 20-30 kg, bro. Yeah, you show me the pictures, you know, you have to edit them into this, you know, like. You won't even think it because of how skinny I am now, but I weighed at like 91 kg, 90 kg.
So you've got all that stress on, it's made you put weight on, like, you feel like you've got no friends and that, like.
And that's, obviously that stress then ended up leading to me then smoking. Yeah. And then when I was going back home, I'd end up messing about, and it would start affecting things back home in the business, back in the business, because I'm not turning up on time, or I'm missing like deliveries and all sorts.
But bro, before you continue, at least you had the you know, the courage and the, like, you stepped up in it, like you still stepped up, you still went to Wales. You went to Wales from Prestwich. Yeah. So you went there from Prestwich, you stepped up and you still run it to as best as you could until it just got on top of you and you couldn't handle it, bro. Yeah. At least you did it up until a point, but like you're saying, you started smoking, you got yourself in more trouble.
Yeah, I got myself in more trouble. But the only thing in the back of my mind, bro, the only reason I never gave up is because I thought, my mum and dad gave me everything, so why can't I not do this for my dad? Yeah, 100%, bro, I get it. And that's for anyone who's got like a loving mum and dad, bro. Like, you've got to remember how much hardship they've gone through.
Yeah, to get you where you are, basically, bro. To get me for people that have got good mums and dads.
It's true for people that have, innit?
It's true, but then you get these little dickheads, that'll be out on road when the mums and dads have actually looked after them, but then they choose to go be on road instead of like look after the family business or be like. I believe like you should, you know, respect. Like you're saying, like respect from where they come from, bro. Yeah. But everyone's on their own journey, man. But shit, man.
Yeah, everyone's on their own journey, man. There's a lot of things that I regret that I should have done that I wish that I never did. But like I said, everything happens for a reason.
Everything happens for a reason, bro.
Schools us to who we are.
So like you've gone through all that, yeah. You've gone. How did you get back on track then? So you're back in, you be smoking, you do the restaurant thing. Like what happened after that? Like.
So when I realised, like I was eventually my dad got better, right? Yeah. So he'd come back. and explain to him like the one thing that I loved doing, stemming back to when I was a kid, was fighting, right?
Yeah.
And obviously me being there, but I've not trained for a good 2 years, 3 years.
Yeah.
I've had to have that break, right?
Yeah.
And I've put it across to my dad, like my family, like I want to get back into fighting. I want to start doing this.
Yeah.
So it was just like, obviously, a lot of people know people who won't take away some restaurants understand the big problem is being understaffed. So the first thing was to do to make sure I get more staff and get it covered.
Yeah.
So I could head back home and get back into training.
Yeah.
And when I went back home, it was during Ramadan, right? So people that don't know, it's for when Muslims fast.
Fast, yeah, 30 days of fasting.
30 days, yeah. And the first day I went back, it was the first day of Ramadan. I thought, you know what, I'm not going to wait after 30 days. I'm going to fast and I'm going to train twice a day.
Yes.
So, you've seen a picture, right?
Yeah.
So at the time,
picture, bro.
So at the time I weighed 89, 90 kg, and by the end of it, when I'd finished,
Yeah.
this is me training twice a day, so strength and conditioning in the morning and Muay Thai at night. I weighed 72 kg by the end of it.
Yeah, sick. You just send me them pictures. I'm gonna put them in as we're talking. You're gonna see
Yeah.
They're sick, bro. So you got back on track. You training. You fight. Did you get back? Did you have any more fights straight after that? Or?
So I was gonna have another fight back there at home, but obviously because of the fact that I wasn't no longer in education and I wasn't helping in the family business, I had to obviously go to work.
Yeah.
So I started working and I thought I'm gonna save up and go to Thailand.
Yeah.
So from that whole time, I think it's like from July up until September.
Yeah.
From when I've been here since September now, I'll be in January.
Yeah, January.
Yeah, so up and out to that whole time, I just saved up until now.
Yeah, so you worked hard for what you want in it, and you came out here, and then you've been training it. So you worked and you come out here, you've been training.
Yeah, been training ever since.
Seeing them kicks and that, man, looking good, man. And what's the plans then would you say for the future? Like what do you see now, like in your?
At this moment in time, bro, I feel like the best thing for me to do is just focus on my training, just keep my mental health and up intact, for me to have a stable mind, for me to know what I want. Because it's all about being content with yourself, bro, right? There's no point in living a life or doing a job that you're not happy with, because at the end of the day, bro, you're gonna go back home not happy, right?
Exactly, bro. Everything you need to be doing is just to make you happy for yourself, innit?
Yeah.
And fighting's making you happy, right?
It makes me happy, bro. It makes me happy, and I know my family are happy for me, right?
Yeah.
So
good, man. You're making your mum proud, innit, bro? You get me?
Yeah.
And that's what you want to do, innit?
Yeah. There's no better. I'll tell you now, bro. There's no better feeling than making your mum and dad proud.
Yeah.
For those people that have mums and dads,
Yeah.
There's no better feeling.
Even my mum's proud. My relationship with my mum's a bit like it's a strange when you get me, bro. But even my mum's proud of me, innit? And because of how I've come up on that, like I just can't really. But you know, deep down, I'm kind of happy that she's proud of me and that. But you know, I can't be like, mum, oh, you know, but. It does feel kind of good, innit? Like I'm getting there, innit? I have my own issues, same shit, innit? But it is good.
Everyone has their own time, right, bro?
Yeah.
I'd say for everyone's different, like you said, innit?
What message then? What message could you give? Like, obviously you went through being bullied and racial abuse, and obviously a little bits of ups and downs, drinking or whatever. Yeah. If you come out of it, you're in the gym, you're training. But what message could you just send to some like young generation, younger than us, like I don't know, maybe when you was 15, 16. If they're going through all like that, like just a little bit of advice.
Main thing is to focus on your life, yeah?
Yeah.
The second thing is, if you've got a loving family and you come from mums and dads that really care about you, you should put them before any of your friends. Yeah. Because at the end of the day, look, I've had plenty of friends growing up, yeah? I probably can count about 5 that I still talk to now.
Yeah.
Do you know what I'm saying? And you can understand where I'm coming
from. I've got one friend.
Yeah. This is about biggest mistake I did when I was a kid, was put my friends first before my family, and it's the biggest mistake ever, bro.
Yeah.
Like, family first always.
Put your family first, man. Focus on yourself.
Yeah.
And if you've got a goal or a dream, chase it. You get me. Work hard. If you want to come to Thailand, like he has, like I have, work hard, stack some pee, and get out here and do what you need to do in it.
Yeah,
so
man.
basically, stay focused, stay disciplined, and German Z, my bro. If there's anything else you want to say?
No, I think that's good, you know, bro.
Yeah, man. Thanks for coming on, bro. You get me. I enjoyed that.
Man.
You get me, bro. It was good, bro. It was deep. You get me, bro.
Yeah.
Got me even thinking as well. But yeah, bless you.
Respect,
Just negative to positive. Bless.
Bless.
Yeah, sick, bro.